It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. Well, for the Clippers, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really...
At the small forward position.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against Portland. And that was a serious blowout. Not too many people can claim that they saw that coming.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. Seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening line. Torres in at point guard. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Paul missing. Clippers on defense. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
And the wide-open shot from Reddick drills the three-pointer. Reddick's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Clippers. Aldridge dishes to G. To the middle. Here's Patsatsuliu, and he dunks it down.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Pass to Paul. Paul missing again.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Torres. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on there.
It's stolen by G. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the basket good. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Griffin. 32 points for him last game against Golden State.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Impressive fast break there. They did a great job advancing the rock with the pass.
Down low, it's tipped. Power down with both hands.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength on that attack.
And that one's good by G.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Launches it. The Spurs rebound. Here's McCollum. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Paul.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Aldridge with a screen on Paul.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Reddick's got 6.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Here's Torres. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The shot by Paul. Nobody around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Right at the free throw line. G, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Gallinari kicks to Griffin. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
So for the Clippers, Lewis checked in for Griffin. Spurs trail by 3. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Griffin is out there with John Lewis. And it's Young. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Sampson. And at the 3.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with 62 points on the offensive end. He also played some stellar defense as well. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long time.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Well, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Paul passes to Luke. And Pierce, a nice one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that one's good by G.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The pass to Young. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. Here's Torres. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
On its way from Young for 2. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
And Leonard gets it to go.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Paul. In the loss to the Warriors the other night, definitely was not himself. And yes, sir, that one drops.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Dishes to Gobert. Here's G. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. And another basket for San Antonio.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Kicks to Lewis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim.
And we're through the... And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Torrey, he's in at point guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's McCollum. And it's G finishing it off.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
San Antonio leading. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Redick, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Paul against Leonard. Now the feed to Gallinari. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Griffin on the double team. Leonard kicks to G. That's good. G's got 21.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Pass to Jordan. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Control the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Shots good from Young. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far. And let's take a look now at Kawhi Leonard's number. His last 10 games, averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Gallinari. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings, really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it. He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Paul dishes to Jordan. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Paul kicks to Griffin. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Paul outside. It's Young on the wing. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Jordan. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And the Spurs making a change here. Beverly's checked in. Got that bucket in no time at all. That's 29 points for Freak.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
From deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Young outside. Another miss by Young.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Leonard, and he makes good on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Someone on the D has to throw themselves in there and contest the layup.
Young passes to Paul. And they get it. And Young with the basket on the assist by Paul. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Here's Fareed. Second chance shot. And that one's good by G.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Young with no one around. Again, Young missing. San Antonio leading by 3. Fires the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The defense was trying to get back, and that left him with a wide open 3. Much too good to pass up.
For 3. Gobert pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Torres, and he banks in the layup. G's got 39.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Young, good look. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the backcourt.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Gobert with the block.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
On its way from Young for 2. That one wide left. And as we end the third. And the final period of play just about to start. Torres checked in for San Antonio. And here is Los Angeles now. A 12-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. John Lure's out there with Gallinari. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Morrow in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Baseline try. And that one's good by G. G's got 41.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Morrow dishes to Jordan. Here's Lure. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. San Antonio leading by 10. Torres. That one's good from the corner. G's got 43 points.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The 3 from Morrow, and good on the basket. Book it.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And that one's good by G. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Morrow. Knocked away. It's stolen by G. Goes up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
Count that one. Lure's got 21 in the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Kept alive.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Torres, and he gets it to go. G's got 49 points in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Out to the wing from downtown. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 52 points for Freak. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Patience. Patience. Taking early transition point.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Great shot.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Griffin comes in for Lure, and it's Paul in for Anthony Morrow. Gobert, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
The 10-footer, and it's Gallinari missing.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Clippers trail by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Spurs.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very often, but this has been total domination.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Oh, geez. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. John Lure, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Morrow comes in for Gallinari. Young is subbed in for J.J. Redick. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Fareed's checked in for Gobert. Aminu comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Green, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for McCullough.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. It's not even been a factor.
And Beverley kicks to G. Here's Aminu. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Spurs lead by 18.
And really no better feeling than to go on the road and play this well and get the win.
Yeah, it's always a good win when you play the kind of game they have played tonight. I mean, especially, though, when you get it done on the road. That's a special, special feeling there. Watch out below. Get out of his way now.
No way that he was going to slow him down.
Yeah, he was not to be denied on that possession.
G, no good. Paul against Fareed. Paul outside, and the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
DeAndre Jordan.
Paul outside, and so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
He was completely on a different level tonight, and his insane point total tells us that. Trust me, it's not easy to get that many points in this league, but he had their number tonight, and the coach did a great job of continuing running plays for him.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11, and the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Precious few games left before playoff time as the all-important playoff seeding starts to solidify. Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Golden State Warriors at their home.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. This game back in Golden State for the Warriors. They're ready to play. They're among the league's powerhouse teams, presently in second place in the West.
Kevin, I tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand right now.
Yeah, and this has been their domain, no doubt about it. I mean, they've made this arena a very difficult one for you as an opponent to come in and have success. So the question is whether or not they can continue that dominance on this homestand.
And the starting group for the Spurs. In at point guard, Kenneth Faried is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's McCollum. Fires the three. That one goes. Count. McCollum's got himself on the board with three there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Here is Carlisle.
Hello, dude.
From past the arc. Can't get it to go. Three-pointer. Here's Paxuxliu. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
In the corner, Iguodala with him. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, poor job defensively.
Why can't you play like that when I play with y'all?
The basket from 3-point range.
You can do them.
On the wing. And that one's good by
You can do them.
That's a shot.
Go non, go man.
More often.
Go,
State's gone
man.
2 from long range.
I'm pretty good though. I get like 50-something points a game.
Shot from Green. And another
They cannot play like that when I'm on the fucking team, dude.
To bury those if that's how they're going to deal.
Here's Torres. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the strike clearly had an impact on that game.
And there's the pass to Carlisle. Back to Green. Spates the pass to Carlisle. Green kicks to Iguodala. Again, Iguodala missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Torres. And he gets it to go. G's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's
I won't lose.
Time improvisation right there.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in scoring, first in field goal percentage. And remember, the second best free throw shooter in the league by percentage. He does not miss many.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Here's G. He had a 39-point outing in their last game.
Your team might be shot.
Your team might be shot. My team's San Antonio, dude.
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments
They
to
suck
catch
without
up.
Curry.
I asked him what players he was really eyeing on the scouting report, and he said one that might surprise
I
you.
want to be hit.
And it's Fareed. He said he plays with so much energy and effort. He really sets the bar for the rest of the team. If we can limit his impact on the game, I think it'll really be to our advantage. Guys, an interesting take. We'll see if they can slow his roll.
Thanks, Doris. Spurs leading by 3. Here's G. And the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Fucking Iguodala, but what you do, Curry?
To do that. Let's see the league's best.
You fucking trash, brother. This shit is trash, brother.
We've got two teams shooting the ball.
Look at me.
On the season.
Hello.
This is a great matchup.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The
Man, these are
smart basketball.
The Warriors shooting their first.
I'm fucking up.
Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to Memphis.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the free.
Y'all be gringo shit.
They did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And
Yeah, man, they got a whole bunch of beers. They got a whole bunch of teams right now.
Chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Golden State looking at who they've got.
You don't got Curry, I tell you that.
Carlisle is out there.
All right, bro.
And it's Seraphin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Hey, Mario, Steve Drummer, you like the stream, bro? Because Golden State put out a whole bunch of cheese.
That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. 7 points for Barnes. To the inside. Stolen by Seraphin. They push it up 4 on 3. Barnes dishes to Iguodala. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors.
This thing is not Curry, bro.
Spurs making a switch here. Fareed is checked in. Carlisle passes to Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. Worked down low that time, and he got the 3-second play. Here we are, 2 games left before the start of the playoffs. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at the Spurs. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors. Right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And when I look at San Antonio, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me. But it has not bothered them one bit.
Greg, you know, I think it's really fueled their fire. They want to be the alpha dog. They love everybody hunting them down.
Leonard on the wing. Baseline J on the way. And that one's good by G. G's got 10 points. The Warriors trail. Cloak loose. Barnes gets to Green. Pass to Carlisle. Iguodala outside. Golden State moving the ball around. Seraphin, they get the rebound. And that one's good. Barnes has got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
Here's Torres, and he gets it to go. G's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
From deep, Green. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Spurs have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooter. Took him no time at all on that one. And now a 3-point San Antonio lead. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And here's Green outside. That doesn't go either for Green.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
That shot wide open. 17 points for Freak.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
Outside Green. Green with a screen for Barnes. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by Golden State.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was just a man on a mission. He finished with 39 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Great. They can't guard us on the perimeter.
Hello?
Spread the floor.
I can't imagine.
And so that's the end of the...
Man, I'm tired.
All right, guys, focus on me. We got them where we want them, and we can quiet these fans down even more if we pay attention to a couple of key things. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big.
Guys, you know, still, I had more steals than that, but they couldn't get the full steal.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for G. 22 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Here's Iguodala to start in the second half. Torres, he's in at the point. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then there's McCollum. The Warriors shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Barnes sets a screen for Iguodala. He dishes it to Barnes. Outside, Green. Passes it to Carlisle. And the rejection by Leonard. A 3-ball. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Green.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
McCollum kicks to Jimmy. That jam! Just beautiful.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 5. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Iguodala. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. to the paint. Here's Barnes. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
G kicks to Fareed. And stolen by Barnes. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The leaner. And no good. Trying to use the glass. San Antonio leading. To the wing on the left. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. G dishes to Fareed.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got it good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
They're only bullying him.
5 of 5.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Barnes, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. The Warriors have looked good at the line there. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
You know, Barnes is playing well. He has 14 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Kevin Seraphin, who's checked in for Maurice Spates. Kevin Seraphin. Golden State on D. Trailing by 5. And Fareed with the basket on the assist by G. Fareed's got 5.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Green with a screen on Fareed. Here's Carlisle, and it's blocked. But they get it there. And here's Barnes for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Carlisle passes to Barnes. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. McCollum with the ball, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Pulls up, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And
He's a shooter
from the corner. San Antonio leading by 4. McCollum kicks to G. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Gobert brings the double team. Here's the break. Here's Torres. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Gobert with the block. Beverly against Iguodala. Kicks it to Aminu. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside Leonard. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Leonard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical. 1 made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Feeds it to Gobert. Pass to Beverly. He's feeling it. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass.
And it's Iguodala missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
They get it back. Leonard, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
For San Antonio, they've made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Green, he's checked in for G. Golden State also making some changes. Spates comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Carlisle. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Oh! That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
Here's Kelly, and that's going to do it. Some good defense.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
And we're getting underway here in the...
I got the block, baby.
The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Spurs leading by 17. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Iguodala out there with Carlisle. And it's Spates in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. Here is Carlisle. He's guarded by McCollum. Got a piece of it. San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. A three-pointer is right on target.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow.
Man, they got 48 points. What did they need, Curry?
Has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. And chalk up a few more points for them there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
And Iguodala with the basket, the assist from Spates. And it's 9 points for Iguodala. San Antonio leading by 22. And G has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Spates sets a screen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good looking